Hey guys, yep, heading to that Battleship, the North Carolina. I guess you guys have seen my last videos. I picked up my pit bike, happy with it. It's a blast to ride, and it's Sunday, the day after Christmas. And I know these videos are probably not going to be like, you know, one after another. Obviously, I post them 3 or 4 days after each, after each ride. So it's the day after. Today is the 26th, and it's the day after Christmas. It's 69 degrees, about I guess 11. Well, it's 10:48 in the morning. Beautiful riding weather, light wind, and I figured, what the heck? Let me head down to the North Carolina, the Battleship. It's about 125 miles. And the only shame of it is I can't get anybody to go with me and ride with me. So that's kind of the biggest disappointment what I'm having down here, is I just get to ride with my buddy. He's just so busy, and he just doesn't get a chance to ride. And so you got nobody to ride with down here, and that's kind of a drag, because I like riding with 1 or 2 guys, and but it's just the way it is. I miss riding with Paul and Joe up in New Jersey, but that's the way it is. And I guess that's why I'm making a lot of these videos, because it's kind of like you guys are riding with me, so I'm kind of riding with somebody. Whatever. So enough of that. Yeah. So we're heading down here. Just real quick, we'll just jump right back to the Supermoto. It's a very cool bike. I've already put 100 miles on it, and I'm doing a couple little things to it, but basically it's just going to go sit in the trailer now and just wait for my race season. So I just have a super cool pit bike. So I'm really happy with the purchase, and who knows what I'll be getting more in the future, but I'm always looking to get something else. Yeah, so like I said, it's like 125 miles. It's a nice ride, just nice roads. I'm going to try to stay off any major roads or highways. I don't really want to do that, and it's kind of a long ride, so I'm just probably going to talk for a little bit, and then come back on a little bit later, and hopefully I can do this in one video, but we'll see. Maybe I have to do it in 2. Scratching the nose and the eyes. Some just got a little itch, folks. Yeah, and so I think it's kind of cool. This Battleship I'm going to is like it was the biggest of its class for the U.S. I know the Japanese had one. The Yamato was bigger, but this thing has 16-inch guns. So that's like having a 55-inch waist. It's just huge. It's just a huge gun. It had 9 of them, and I don't know how many anti-aircraft guns it had, but it had just tons of anti-aircraft, 5-inch guns, just tons of firepower. And I think they call it the Iowa class, or I don't really know. I try to stay up on the stuff from World War II, but I know it's a big a big battleship, and it should be cool to look at. So I'm looking forward to it. And can we talk about the GS a little bit? I thought I'd get more flack. I guess I don't have a busy channel, so I'm not going to get a lot of flack on being a fanboy of the GS. Although, I've been, a couple of new videos are coming out with just, I guess, average and some experienced reviewers talk about how much they love the bike. And I just thought it was kind of funny, 2022s, 2021s. And they're all loving the bike, and I just didn't get, so maybe I was a little bit wrong about the hate. Maybe it's just, I'm just more sensitive to it. It doesn't matter what you're on, and there's no reason for anybody to be upset that you're riding something else, and I guess I'm kind of guilty of that, I'm guilty of stereotyping people, like some of the Harley guys, and they're not all like that, and it just seems like more of those guys are just kind of, they look at you like, I don't know if you're a yuppie, or if you're familiar with that term, or you're just a wannabe, just buying the latest, greatest thing. And me, what it comes down to is, I love style. We all buy things because of style and what it looks like, and how it moves us. And I have to admit that this bike didn't do it really for me, because I wasn't really into adventure bikes. But function is just as important, if not more. And when I get on a Harley, the function's not there. It's a one-trick pony. It's just great for the cruising, just great for the highway, and that's all. That's it. I mean, if you have the skill level, I watched a video with a guy on a Harley, and he was like my God, how he didn't, I think it was in the tail of the Dragon. He was just unbelievable. But it's not for me. I just don't feel confident on that type of bike, except if I'm just going a straight line on the highway. And that's not my cup of tea. So, you know, to me, this is more than a one-trick pony. I always say this, I'm not taking off-road. I may someday, who knows. But it just does it all. It's super comfortable on the highway. It's super nimble. It's fast. It's just, to me, it's just, you know, it does it all. So I guess you have to buy a bike that what fits you. That's why I like to have so many different bikes, because I can just experience different you know, just different riding styles, and you know, and different performance. And you know, it's like my Speedmaster is just totally different from this bike. It's just really basically just a bar hopper. You know, you just hop on it. You know, you want to do 100 miles for the day and a couple hours, and you know, that's it. But it's fun. You know. But this is the all-around bike, like I said, I think in my last video. Name a bike, which I think I'm making this video, and I asked that question, so I really won't know. But I always want. I'm not sure, you know, how many people are going to answer it, but I want to see how many people, if they could only have one bike, what bike would it be? And for me, it would be this one. You know. Yeah, so so the roads are just so nice down here too. Overall, I mean, I know my next this is not a long run. It's only going to be like 250 miles for the day. Not a long run, but my next, I think what I want to make my next trip is going to be is I want to go to the Tail of the Dragon, which is the Blue Ridge Parkway. They have a couple of sections. They have one section called the Rattler, and I just want to go out there. But that's going to be a day thing. I'm probably just going to, it's like 4 hours, 4.5 hours. So I'll ride out there, find a hotel, then hit the Dragon and see how cool it is to you know, I mean, everybody's done a video from there, but I mean, I'll do my video from there, from, you know, from the guy who's just an average YouTuber. And like I just said a couple of minutes ago, I guess, you know, the reason I make this video, as I told you guys before, it's more of a diary for myself when I get older and just want to look at it and laugh if I'm able to understand what I'm looking at. I may be senile. But, you know, I've come to realize it's just because I can't ride with anybody, so I'm just taking everybody with me. All my friends that like to watch. And I know sometimes I come off that I don't know, sometimes I talk too fast and maybe I don't get everything out the right way. I know I don't have a great command of the English language, and I tend to be self-deprecating, but I'm just like, you know, I mean, I appreciate some of the words people say. I'm just an average guy. I'm not here to just showboat or think that I am what I'm not, you know, like with this great announcer and reviewer with a smooth line and a smooth talk, and, you know, I just don't have that. I grew up in New York, and, you know, I'm full of dems and does and, you know, yo, and it's just who I am. But I appreciate anybody that's comes and watches the videos. Sometimes I get a kick out of myself when I'm looking at them, but it's you know, it's my friends that I live down here with. They're not interested in any of this stuff. They don't watch any of my videos. It's all my friends that, you know, up in New Jersey that watch it and stuff like that. I don't know. They kind of think I'm a little nuts, I guess, but at least I'm entertaining somebody out there. So yeah, so now we're going past the refineries. Well, not the refineries, these are storage facilities, fuel tanks, you know, fuel, diesel, oil. And it's funny, I'm going to go off a little topic. I really don't have a topic. When we had a gas issue, I guess over the summer. I forget when it was, late summer. That all the pipelines are underground here, and they come from Louisiana, or, you know, the south of it, where the oil comes from, where it's refined. And supposedly somebody hacked the computer system, and they had to shut the pipeline down. And it was like 1972 when I was a kid all over again with no fuel. You had to wait on lines. It was crazy. But, you know, as you can see, I've only gone like I don't know, 20 miles or something, and not even. And we couldn't get fuel, and this is where all the fuel comes from. Crazy, huh? Yeah. So. But that's all, you know, I thought it was a bunch of bullshit, you know, just a bunch of, I don't know why they did it, and, but it really affected the Northeast pretty good, and it just shows you how easily it is to shut things down. I guess the government can do what the fuck they want. But we're not going to talk about that. I know I said I'd do some ranting, but I don't know if I want to do ranting. Maybe I'll think of something on the way down. I don't know. But like, it's just so nice to be out here. Sun is shining, life is good, and no complaints. So let's see, what else can we talk about just as the ride, because I just don't want to make it I always want to show you what it looks like. Hope you enjoyed the last couple of videos. Went out to the lake again with the Supermoto. Got it way out on the I don't know what it was like a strip of land. It's not wide, maybe 20 feet wide if that, and it went way out, jutted way out into the lake. It was kind of cool. And so it was easy to take the Supermoto out there because, it's just so light. I don't worry about if that thing falls or anything like that. So that was kind of cool. Just trying to think to the future things I want to do. Like I said, I'm going to do the Blue Ridge Parkway, the Tail of the Dragon, and I don't know, racing season will start for me in late February. And maybe I'll show you some videos from the track, but I won't show you the racing because I'm sure you guys are not really into the racing. As far as because you guys come and look at motorcycles just like I would do. So, but maybe I could show you. I know this one gentleman that loves the racing. I appreciate that, bud. But the motorcycles, I tell you, it's somebody said to me, if you had to give up one or the other, which one would you give up? And man, that's a tough one. I would really have to think hard about it. That's a real tough one. Racing, it's a lot of expense, a lot of money. There's no return. It's a hobby. Unless you have major backing, it's just a hobby. And you're in the car for a very short period. Drag racing, it's all about prep. So you're in there. You're in a short. Another one up today. And you're out there. My run's 8 seconds, so you're in the car for a very short time. And but it's a lot of prep, a lot of driving, and everything like that. Where a motorcycle, you just hop on and you go for hours and hours of enjoyment. So it would be a tough question, and I would hesitate to answer it. I think I would be bummed if I lost either one of them. So I don't know if I could give up either. Tough question. Why did I ask that question? That was a tough one. Yeah, right. Let's see. So Alright guys, so what we're going to do is I'm going to shut it off for a little bit, and then we're going to ride, and if something interesting happens, we'll put it back on, alright? Okay guys, we're back, and let me put the visor down because it'd be easy to hear me. Just figured I'd turn it on because it's been a nice ride. We're kind of halfway, but just picked up some bikers, guy with his trike. It looks like a Striker, Can-Am, I think. They're kind of cool. They really handle well. And some guy in like a sport bike or probably a Hyper Naked or something. I don't know them. I mean, they're in the distance and they're fairly close, but with the camera, they looks like they're a lot farther. But kind of nice just to, even though I don't know them, that I'm cruising with some bikes. So that's why I figured I'd turn it on. And they're picking up the pace, which is kind of cool. That's what I like. Doing a nice leisurely 85, which is really 82 on a BMW. Why they do that, I don't know. But I found that on a lot of European bikes, the speedometers, it's not percentage-wise. It's usually 2 or 3 miles an hour over what the speed limit is. So, cool. Maybe these guys are heading to the same place. Who knows? I could have went a quicker way. You can jump on the highway and shoot down, but I didn't want to jump on the highway. I wanted to take these kind of back roads. I mean, they're 55 mile an hour speed limits, but you can roll 80 on them or 75 on it with no problem. There's usually no traffic. So I figured I'd keep the camera on for a little bit, and maybe we can talk to these gentlemen. Maybe we can. I could pass these guys, but I don't want to. I just want to hang back and feel like I'm riding with somebody. How corny is that, right? Oh, that's a lot of fertilizer. You guys can't pick up smell, but man, there's a lot of fertilizer going on. Yes, there he goes. The Harley guy that waved. Yay! I'll take it all back, guys. It wasn't, I overreacted. I tend to overreact. I do overreact to things, you know. One or two things happen and I don't really think about it, and then I just overreact to it, whether it's good or bad, and I tend to overreact instead of thinking it through, thoroughly through. Yep. So we're just going to keep it rolling a little bit. It's going to be more editing for me, but maybe something interesting will happen. Our next move onto another road will be in about 7 miles. You know. See, I don't know if he's got a sport bike because I see his arm. Now I do the same thing. I like to rest my hand right on the middle, on top of the fuel tank. You know, right where the fuel cap is, and but. I don't know. I don't know what, you know, if he's got I can't really tell if it's a sport bike or the bars are more straight up. I know it's got some fairing and stuff like that, and can't tell what kind of bike it is. But I know that's why, I mean, I like the bike, those bikes, don't get me wrong. I just can't lean over like that for such a long time. I need a straight up position. I mean, even though my back gets fatigued a little bit because I do have I know everybody's got a bad back, but yeah, I got a bad back. I got a herniated disc. But as long as I keep exercising and, you know, and eating right and everything, it seems to really, I know that sounds stupid to some people eating right, but I think it brings down the inflammation if you eat properly. And so eating right and exercising, I don't go crazy. I work out a day and then 2 days rest. Then the next day, you know, 2 days rest. I work out, 2 days rest. I work out, 2 days rest. So it works out to like 3 days a week. And nothing crazy, you know. And I think it just helps. I just don't have I don't pull muscles in my back anymore, or I haven't. I mean, I could. I mean, that's painful, but it just feels a lot better overall. I feel stronger and stuff like that, and I think that just helps your back. So, but you know, I get a little sore like everybody else. Yeah, I think it's a sport bike. I can see him hunched over, kind of. Be curious to see what it is. Maybe we get to a little town, get close to them. Yeah, I had to cruise on for a little bit, and I don't know if you guys can see it, but I'm going to show you. I don't know if the camera will pick it up, but I'll pan on down. But this is the way I like to put my feet. I just rest my legs on top of the, on top of the crash bars, and it's great. It just stretch your knees out. It just makes the ride so much more comfortable. So no, but now I don't need to do it right now though. Oh, another biker. So it's an adventure bike. Yes. So the adventure bike guys tend to, the adventure bikes tend to wave in the middle. Sport bike guys are low with the two, like this, and then then the happy guys just like wave to you. So, and then the Harley guys are just straight down 2 fingers. But it's all good. Okay. She's gonna pass him. Go for it. You got it. You got it. Go for it. Oh, she doesn't want to do it. You got it. Go for it. There you go. These guys might not like me riding like this with them, but I don't know. I just feel, I don't know. I'm just a corny guy. Trying to look at what's around us. They look like lots of farmland, tons of farmland. Couple more miles. Bright sunshine. Guys are heading to the shore, guys and girls. When I use the term guys, I mean it as could be anything. Could be girls, guys, girls, both, whatever. I just say guys in general, but I'm talking to everybody. So if somebody's offended because I don't say, whatever that friggin' term is for, I don't know, non-gender shit, there's something complaining about, that gender bullshit. You're either a man or you're a woman. I don't give a shit what you are, but that's what you are. It's biological. It's just as plain as can be. You know what I mean? You either have a penis or you don't. That's just the way it is. So, and yeah. So I always just guys are just mean in general for anybody. It doesn't matter. I just like using that term, so I use guys. I know a lot of people use them on YouTube, but hey guys, I like that. So hey guys. Yeah, I thought the ride was going to be kind of boring because I'm going by myself, but it winds up being not boring, guys. It's just beautiful countryside. It's all open farmland. You know, there's not that twisty roads with the forests and the trees and stuff. And oh, that was nice. That was a Challenger, purple. I like that. I don't know if it was a demon or not, but no, it couldn't have been a demon. A lot of people, it's a Hellcat maybe. So yeah, it's just a cool ride, and it's not been boring at all. You know, had my music on, listened to my music, and then I ran into these guys, these guys up in front of us. So we're kind of on a highway for a little bit. So you know, and I'll be back if anything interesting happens. So, all right, guys, we'll be back. Okay, guys, we're back. We're not too far from it. I would say about, I don't know, 6 miles or so. So it was a nice quiet road, just nothing going on. No twisties to speak about. It wasn't to speak about. There was no, I was going to put it back on, but for me it wasn't boring, but you guys would have been bored. So we're almost there, and we're in Wilmington, North Carolina. We're really close to the Atlantic Ocean, and we should be picking it up soon. So I'm thinking about, I don't know, another 3 miles or so. We have to make a left. Half a mile, we got to make a left. Oh, there it is, the Battleship North Carolina. Nice. Hope it's open. If it's not, then I'll just take some pictures on the outside. North Carolina Road. Nice. Well, it's a nice trip, folks. It was, you know, I haven't been on a long trip like this in a while, so nice to be out there. U.S. North Carolina Memorial Battleship. That thing is huge. Let's flip this up. High water. I guess it floods over here. It is, I don't know if it's open today. Like I said, folks, it should be open. It says it's open every day. Do I see people? Yeah, I see people up there. Yeah. So hopefully we can just, you know, park the bike, maybe walk around there and just check it out. Just check it out. Okay. Let's just cool down here. It's cool. It's very nice. So, trying to find a place to park. So I guess we have to go in here. Welcome aboard. Yeah. So maybe I just park on the end over here. But I want to get a view. And we'll park over there. See if you guys get another view before I make a U-ey. Oh, right here. Walk way through it. That's where we want to go. Guess I have to buy a ticket. But it's cool. As cool as can be, guys. Nice. Alright, so let's get some tickets. And see if we can visit the I keep saying New Jersey, the North Carolina. Nice. Alright guys, so here we are, and it's really, really cool. So I'm going to get some pictures, show friends, and definitely worth the trip. I wish somebody could have came with me, and we'll be back.